Hung out with the family. It came kind of early, so it's still kind of, you know, my daughter goes to daycare, so when she was at daycare, I was kind of doing some work, hanging out, and we have a 1-year-old also at home, so it's good to spend time with them, have some nights with them, and dinner with the family. But just stayed around here.
What was, as you look at the team through the first 5 weeks, going through the bye, just kind of what was your evaluation of the defense?
Yeah, it was up and down. I would say. I think there's a lot of things where you look at the tape and you think that's you played some good ball, and but I think it's got to be more consistent. Got to be cleaner. Got to execute better. And I think there's a lot of times where we've done that, and I think we just got to do it for consistently for 60 minutes.
How encouraged were you by getting a turnover and turning it into points in that last game?
Yeah, I think anytime you get that, that's definitely encouraging. So it was a good thing to see. Good put a little pressure on the quarterback, and Jalen was in the right spot. So it was good to see that him get rewarded for that.
That play, there were, I think, 6 DBs on the field for that. We've seen some two down line book. Not going into the specifics of the strategy, but just what has been that chess match like trying to present defenses with different looks as the season progresses?
Yeah, I think that's kind of like what you would do any year where you're trying to get your best 11 on the field, and you're also matching up versus what the offense does best. So, depending on who they have, you're going to get certain guys out there that you think can match up.
Chris, when you look at this sample size combined with struggling to stop the run, you want to change personnel? Do you want to change scheme at all? Get better at what you're doing? What do the ops
Yeah.
or that bye week kind of show
No,
you?
I think it was even stuff leading up to the bye. I think you're making subtle adjustments throughout after every game, and it's exactly right, Kurt. Where maybe it is changing personnel, or maybe just moving a couple guys within the scheme, or doing something that they might do a little bit better, putting them in better position, or maybe it is the calls where you're trying to get them in better spots and different things like that. So we're really looking at everything, but yeah, it's kind of all encompassing. It's personnel and scheme.
And a lot of people have pointed out to last year coming out of the bye week, and it wasn't like you just waved a magic wand. But is there some part of that success that you try to duplicate now?
Yeah, and you just really you always draw on your past experiences, and when you think about that, you just took it one day at a time, and that's all we're going to do now. That's what we were trying to do before the bye, and it's all we're going to do right now is all focused on right now and going to have a great Thursday practice.
Chris, Byron and Jared Verse both have 20 pressures. What type of things do you guys have to do, not scheme related, to help on the back end to help them get home?
Yeah, I think that's just it. Pressures. The more pressures you get, obviously, the more sacks you're going to lead to. So. I think when you have tighter coverage and stuff on the back end, or you're playing clean on the back end, the quarterback can't quite get it out as fast. That's going to lead to a few more sacks. He's really taken a lot of steps. He's learning how to play within the scheme of the defense. I think we talked about it. I think it was a couple weeks ago. We were talking about the difference between the college games and the NFL, and the different types of personnel you see playing against tight ends, playing over a tight end, playing against under center. I think he's getting more and more comfortable every single day.
What's the most important thing to do against a team with as much tight end talent as this team is playing?
Yeah, no, they certainly bring a lot. And obviously, with Brock Bowers, he can do a ton of things, and he's a great all-around tight end. They use him in a bunch of different ways. They can really line him up anywhere as far as within the core part of the formation, or you can split out and play as receiver. Unbelievable. Whether it's getting open, catching the ball, or even after the catch. So he's definitely going to be a great challenge.
Going back to the time with the family and the bye week, do you get to enjoy it? Does it make you more antsy, especially
It
when
was.
you guys are?
It was definitely at the beginning. It was definitely a little antsy, and then I was trying to I went with my daughter on a field trip with her class, and when you're chasing a 2.5-year-old around like a ranch, you're not exactly thinking about football. So I guess that was good to get away there. Yeah.
How does seeing a tight end like George Kittle twice a year help you prepare for Brock Bowers?
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. He does. From a game plan standpoint and a matchup standpoint, they provide a lot of similar problems. George has been, one of the best, and he was drafted in San Fran in 17 when we got here. So we see him every year, and we're used to seeing him. And that is true. And really every week you're going against great players. So there's always going to be new problems every single week that you got to match up to, and that's why it's the best league in the world.
How? A couple more. I know we're kind of getting ahead here, but next week's going to be a short week. So what's going to be the challenge for you as a coordinator now to make that turn back.
You got to move on. Yeah. Obviously, I've never done it as a coordinator where you got to, get up Monday or whether it's Sunday night or really early Monday, and you got to turn the page and move on and be ready to roll. But that being said, it is 100% focus on this game here and now. We'll worry about that after the game.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, appreciate you guys.